guys, I'm April McKinney, and today I'm going to make some 100-calorie no-bake cookies. Now, if you're like me, you probably had these growing up. They are delicious. They're made with oats. You don't have to bake them. They're really simple. But the original version, the version that I used to eat and I used to make, had a lot of sugar in it, had a lot of butter in it. And, you know, I figured why not make something a little healthier? It still tastes great, believe me. I know, I've been eating them lately. And my husband had 6 of them last night, so 100 calories, 6 cookies, 600 calories. I don't know if you want to go that far, but they're really delicious and you won't miss the sugar. You can even eat these as a snack. They don't just have to be dessert. They got protein and they have a lot of fiber in them from the oats. So what I'm going to start out with is 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. Now I'm using this instead of the typical butter. Usually in this recipe you would have, you probably have about either a half stick to a stick of butter, depending on how big of a recipe you're making. And coconut oil is a way to sort of cut down on some of that dairy, and it also is got a lot of healthy fats in it, unlike butter. So this is going to make it extra healthy, but if you didn't have coconut oil, you could use butter, 2 tablespoons, and you're still cutting down on the fat a lot. The next thing I want to do, see that melts up really quickly, is get in my cocoa powder. Just dump that in. I've got 2 tablespoons of the coconut powder, and you can see it's already starting to simmer. And what I want to do is just let this go for about a minute. I'm going to let it simmer. Let that coconut or the cocoa powder dissolve into the coconut oil, and then we'll add the remaining ingredients. Alright, so the cocoa powder and coconut oil have been simmering for a minute, and now I'm going to actually turn the heat off, and you're going to see how quick this comes together. It's such an easy and quick dessert. I'm going to put 2 tablespoons, I'm just going to eyeball it here, 2 tablespoons of honey. And honey is a great way to sweeten things. It's a little healthier to use than sugar, so it's just another way to make this a healthier snack or dessert. I'm going to stir that up a little bit. Then I'm going to add in my peanut butter. Peanut butter is a staple in this recipe. I'm going to add in a 1/4 cup of natural peanut butter. I always like to use the natural. It just has less, it doesn't have any oil in it, doesn't have some of those additives that they put in just the old-fashioned peanut butter. More of a pure product, which is always what we want. Okay, so I'm going to get this stirred up, let that peanut butter melt into the chocolate mixture. Now that my peanut butter's got nice and melted, I'm going to add in 2 tablespoons of chocolate chips. I just like the texture that the chocolate chips add. It gives it just a little more richness, a little more chocolatey flavor. So 2 tablespoons of that. And then I'm going to put in about a half teaspoon of vanilla. As you can see, I'm not really big on measuring, so that's why these kind of recipes work great for me. So you can see the texture that that's got. It's getting nice and creamy. Okay. And a pinch of salt is going to go in here, because adding a little salt to sweet always actually enhances the sweetness of the dessert or the recipe that you're making. Alright, get a good look at that. Okay, and now I'm going to add in the oats. This is what gives this the great texture. I'm adding a cup and a 1/4 cup of quick cooking oats. And I'm just going to get this stirred up really well. I'm also going to add in 2 tablespoons of almonds. I just chopped them up roughly. And I just like the crunch that the almonds gives. You may only get 1 almond per cookie, but it just adds a nice little crunch to the recipe. And like I said, this has got really a lot of fiber. You're getting the protein from that peanut butter. So it's actually just a great snack or pre-workout little snack. Eat 1 or 2 of these and you'll have some energy. So you can see how this comes together. One other thing I'm also going to add to this that I actually should have probably added before I put the oats in is a 1/4 cup of milk. I'm using almond milk, so this is a dairy-free recipe, but of course you can use regular milk if you want to. So So that's gonna loosen it up just a little. And that just looks delicious, doesn't it? Guys, I mean, how easy was that? This is one of the easiest cookie recipes or snack recipes you will ever make, and I love that you don't have to bake it. So I just take a little tablespoon size and just put them on a cookie sheet. Normally I'd wrap this with parchment paper, but I'm out. So put these out, and then I'm just gonna chill them in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes, just until they harden up a little bit, and then they are ready to go. I love these things. I think you're gonna love them too. They are delicious and healthy, which is what we all want. So I'm gonna finish getting these put on the sheet, and then I will show you what they look like once they harden up. Okay, I've just pulled these out of the refrigerator. They look perfect. They've come together and they're ready to eat. So I hope you will give these a try, and be sure to check out my website, aprilmckinney.com, for more recipes, my Facebook page, Cooking with April McKinney, for updates on new videos. Thanks for watching, guys.